Oh, Shihan asked the question about what happened in the aftermath of Chiyo Sensei giving Jiro a bath with the sake. Well, that was the straw that broke the camel's back as far as the relationship between Ohtsuka Shihan and Shihan, or Sensei, or Soke. That was the final straw. Now, that didn't mean that everybody in Japan thought it was over, but Ohtsuka Shihan said that he was going to take Sensei's, all of his titles away, all of his rank away, and nobody in Japan would ever remember him. Well, you can't really do that. He was the All Japan champion. You can erase his name off the thing, but you can't erase in the hearts of all of those other instructors, Mikami Sensei, Nakayama Shihan, Mori Sensei, Asai Sensei, all of these guys that had competed and knew Shihan very, very well, or Soke very well. You can't erase that. And what Ohtsuka did at this time was to get into a great deal more problems, as all of you know about the lawsuits from 1967 when he used money out of the account of Wado Kai. And that was exactly what Soke was afraid of. That's the reason we did not join in that federation, because he wanted to know what the money was going to be used for, how it was going to be spent, and of course, they didn't have a plan. Now, this is typical of Japanese at that particular time, especially typical of Wado Ryu. Now, that's not to say that it was typical of Shotokan. Shotokan was a totally different ballgame. They had their act together. So, as time passed, the other instructors who came to the mainland or came to Hawaii or were on their way to someplace else all stopped to see Soke because they knew what he had done. He was able to create a tremendously successful dojo in Hawaii, the first one outside Japan, and his dojos were the biggest and the best, and his instructors were all professionals. That was Soke's dream, is that you could become a professional karate instructor. Not necessarily a full-time, but a professional. And by professional, he meant that you could make a living, take care of your wife and children with a salary that you made from karate. This was very important to him. He thought that part-time was part-time. And the only way that he would do stuff is wholehearted, everything put out, everything for the dojo. So this again brings back to his, some people would say, hard-headedness. But the real fact you could never take away from him, and even though many people in Wado Kai try to take it away from, he was the best that's ever been as far as sparring is concerned. None of the other Shihans, if you asked any of them today, from Shotokan to Goju-ryu to Shitoryu to any of them, will say, no, Hirano was the best that there was at that time. But like Soke said, there'll always be somebody better, but not yet, as far as he's concerned. Oh,